Dwarf Mamba would collaborate with Logan Paul on dozens of viral videos, including the time Evan made the trip from LA to Paris in Logan's suitcase. Evan Eckenrode made an appearance in Hobson and Futuristic's music video, Scroll. Evan set up his own YouTube channel, which at the time of this recording is quickly approaching 1 million subscribers, off of just 3 videos. The phone! I only have 1 million more subscribers than Evan, and I've pumped out over 1,000 videos. What the is going on here? I'd say it has something to do with my size, but I'm the same height as Logan, and he's got over 11 million subscribers. What the fuck am I doing wrong here? Do I need to start smashing plates? You know, that's exactly what I'm gonna do. Every time I say dwarf in this video, I'm gonna smash a plate. What's going on, guys? My name is Michael McCrudden, documenting the life and career of Evan Eckenrode, better known as Dwarf Mamba. Here for you on Before They're Famous. In the past, we have made videos on both Logan and Jake, and you guys requested this one like crazy. As always, be sure to let us know who's next in the comments down below. Now let's get into this bio. Dwarf. I'm gonna need more plates. Did someone yell? Dwarf. Eckenrode was born on February 11, 1997 in small town Smithsburg, Maryland, population just 3K. Evan is the second son to parents Carrie and Jim Eckenrode, and his father coaches high school football. Evan grew up in a tight-knit family, hanging out with his cousins and his brother. Now, from what I can tell, Evan is the only member of his family who identifies as a dwarf. I decided to do a little more research into dwarfism. See, I don't need to do it for that. It appears that Evan was born with the most common type of dwarfism, known as achondroplasia, which occurs in about 1 out of every 26 to 40,000 babies, and that's according to WebMD.com. Other notable celebrities who were born with this condition include Peter Dinklage, Kenny Baker, and Jason Acuna, who's better known as Wee Man.
How much? How you been? High five!
Growing up young, Evan never let his size hold him back from doing what he loved, which mainly consisted of sports. Still to this day, the man is extremely active and plays every sport imaginable. Head on over to Evan's Twitter page, you will see that he's a massive supporter of Conor McGregor, Sidney Crosby, and the Pittsburgh Penguins. When Evan was just 10 years old, he was watching an episode of Little People Big World, and that's when his family first found out about the Dwarf Athletic Association of American National Games. Whew, I almost missed that one, but not this time. This year, Evan signed up and took home a silver medal in volleyball. That was his first year. In 2009, he earned a gold in soccer, a silver in volleyball, and softball throw. Then he got a bronze in the 40-meter dash. This is where he made lifelong friends and also picked up some experience that would later come in handy. He was only 12 years old when he completed his second DAAA competition held in New York City. He made the trip with his family and his brother Ryan, who helped out as coach. For high school, Evan attended Smithsburg High School, and from what I can tell, the dude was a total hit with the ladies. Seriously though, check out the rocket he took to formal, and here's him getting some action down low. Now, it was in high school back in 2013 that Evan first got on Vine. He had tons of different series, but these are my favorite by far. Evan, Vine wasn't something he took too seriously, and he never imagined that he would become an online star. He was just posting to Vine as a way to capture some funny moments while he was goofing off with his friends. Then one night he was inspired by the film Like Mike starring Lil Bow Wow, and he decided to recreate a classic scene in his own way. Next day, he woke up to something like 20,000 likes, so he continued to post more video content focusing on his dwarfism. Initially, he was a little fearful that he would be offending others in the dwarf community. But Evan began to hear from others with dwarfism, and they loved his work. And Evan began to see the potential to bring more attention to his condition and its associated organizations through his comedy. Just in case you thought I ran out of plates, I got more. As his numbers continued to balloon on Vine, his parents didn't fully understand what it all meant. Once Evan surpassed 1 million followers, he was getting calls to do interviews and offers to travel, but his parents kept him grounded and told him to keep focusing on his studies. Eventually, Evan's Vine account would surpass 2 million followers with 154 million loops. Evan did break away and began working with other YouTubers, hitting it off with Logan Paul. I'll let them tell you what it was like when the two first met. I can tell the two first met in San Diego during the 2014 DAAA competition, and they quickly got to work collaborating on Vine videos. Evan even invited his friends to join in on the fun, and they filmed this. Evan was encouraged by his parents to get a practical degree, so he enrolled at a college in Maryland studying accounting. Evan kept up his friendship with Logan and would go visit him at 1600 Vine in Hollywood, where all the biggest Vine stars were living. The two got to work on Logan's now ballooning YouTube channel, and they were bringing in them views. That right there was a clip from when Evan traveled in Logan's suitcase from LA to Paris. That video is definitely worth a watch. The pair were such a dynamic duo that Logan kept encouraging Evan to put school on hold and move out with him to Hollywood to make their dreams come true. I feel like it's been a while. Dwarf. Who ended up getting 700,000 likes at the time of this recording, and Evan became Logan's new roommate in June of 2017. Together, the pair have been having the time of their lives. They've had romantic trips to Hawaii. Evan has even shown that he's got some serious road rage. They've broken Guinness records for smashing plates. Evan's even been set up on dates, and they've hosted dwarf wrestling competitions. That one didn't break. Finally, in August of 2017, Evan began posting to his own YouTube channel. A link is down below. So far, he's been able to enjoy his own passions for sports, and he shined some light on the DCAA, which is the Dwarf Olympics. Oh yeah. Link is down below to Evan's channel. As for the rest of the story, well, that's pretty much it, because this is before they're famous. My name's Michael McCrudden. I got 2 more plates I need to smash, but I think I'm gonna do that over on Instagram and Twitter. So be sure to follow me there so you can see all that smash in action. Also let me know who's next in a future video, and I'll see you guys in that. Alright, bye, dwarf. Okay, I got one. Instagram.